Yeah, this one's just as great as I remember. What's up, guys? Jack Small of Cynical Saint 77 and Animation Station back into you all again with another video. And today we're reviewing SHAZAM because Fury of the Gods comes out tomorrow. Oh, I'm so excited to see it. So it's time to take a look at the original, and I'm doing this on both channels because this is a superhero film, and it is mostly kind of kid-friendly. It's PG-13, but it's very light PG-13. So, yeah, SHAZAM. This came out pretty much when the DC Extended Universe had pretty much no one's faith, no one's trust, or no one's, commitment, I'm going to say. Because Man of Steel was divisive, and then BVS just stunk. So, and then what came after that? Wonder Woman? Yeah, Wonder Woman. And then I think this also came out the year after the awful Whedon Justice League movie. Yeah, confidence for this franchise was at an all-time low at this point, and they're like, what, there's this other stupid movie with this super trendy superhero in the trailer. They got Eminem doing, like, Eminem in the music, and have him doing the backpack dance for Fortnite. Like, what is this? But it turned out to be a very big, pleasant surprise for a lot of people. Me personally, I just went to see it because I don't know. I thought it looked pretty funny, and I was in the needing of a good laugh. I saw this about, I don't know, a day or so after it originally came out, so around April 6th, I want to say, with my buddy, because I was spending some time at my buddy's house, my buddy Logan. Like, we don't hang out much lately, but like a few years ago, oh man, him and I were we were almost like blood brothers. It was a great time. I'd always go down to Lock Haven and see him, and one time we were like, well, let's go see a movie. And we went to see SHAZAM. Mainly because I wanted to see it. He's not really a movie guy, so. But he still had a great time. I had a great time as well, first watching this movie in 2019. And him and I originally did a whole video review on it, as well as the two Dragon Ball statues we got from a game shop. And I still have mine. Not sure if he still has his or not. That's the day I got this guy. My Super Saiyan God Vegeta from Dragon Ball Super Broly. Because I already have so much Goku merch, I'm like, I gotta give the Princess Saiyan some representation, so. Yeah, here's my Vegeta statue. From Ben Presto. I still have yet to get the Goku and the Broly, but he's still, to this day, one of my favorite pieces of any collection in my entire repertoire. So, yeah, I have very fond memories of this movie and very fond memories of that day. And then when I heard a sequel was coming out, oh, you can imagine how excited I was. And then I found out the title was Fury of the Gods, which is a great title. And then the trailer looks great. I'm excited to see it. But lately, I've been seeing a weird trend where I've been seeing movies that I loved first watching it that kind of fell off a bit. For example, Born Supremacy, which I just reviewed on Cynical Saint 77. If you guys haven't already watched it, and for people on the Animation Station, please check out that other channel. As long as you don't mind a couple F-bombs. I'm gonna keep it curse-free for this video so I can put it on both channels, but, yeah. This is one case I'm glad to say that this movie is just as funny, just as heartfelt, and just as awesome as I remember when I first saw it back in 2019. SHAZAM is the best movie in the DCEU, bar none. Don't get me wrong, I love the Zack Snyder Justice League, despite it being freaking 4 hours, but this one is the most rewatchable, it's the most entertaining, and above all, the most hilarious. This movie is so funny. Like, it has some references in there to pop culture like you'd expect a movie like this to have, but this movie doesn't feel trendy, it doesn't feel woke, it doesn't feel, like thrown out, rushed out trash. This is something very unique. Well, kind of. It did come out 3 years after Deadpool, but my point is, it worked. And it's a formula that works. You know, this superhero, this whole fish out of water story with the superhero that doesn't really know how to be a superhero and has to learn. You know, all that good stuff. And it's pretty freaking cool. Like, I don't know why. I never get sick of this kind of concept and idea. It just works so well. And here, it's probably the best it's ever been done. Zachary Levi. This man is a dang good actor, and I loved him as Shazam in this movie. He was so funny, he was so charismatic, and very charming, even when he was being a total douche. Yeah. And then all the acting in here is actually really good too, with one exception, which I'll talk about at the very end of this video. Sorry, I have so many positive things to say about this movie, I don't even know where to start, but yeah, I really love Zachary Levi's performance in here. Charismatic, entertaining, hilarious, heartfelt, funny, and still manages to pull off being a badass at the same time. Like, it's such a cool dynamic. And then the kid that plays the normal Billy Baxton does a great job in that role as well, having to balance, being a runaway and trying to find his parents and also slowly learn to accept this new family. Like, he has to do so many different emotions and roles as this one character, and he nails it every time he's on screen. And then all the kids are really good in this, his foster family, and especially the dad. The dad is just the sweetest thing in this movie. Like, he's so sweet. He very rarely ever gets upset. There's one scene in the movie where he gets upset, but outside of that, he's like a very nurturing, caring, like, he's like a big teddy bear. You just want to hug him. He's such a great character, and the actor did a great job. The action here is also really good. I mean, yeah, you can obviously tell it's CGI, but when you're having so much fun with a movie, you honestly don't care about that at that point. That's pretty much how it was for me. Like, I could tell it was CGI, but I was having so much fun watching it that I'm just like, I don't even care. If this is what they have to do to get this done, fine. I don't care. I'm having too much fun. And yeah, this movie's fun. Like, this is the big thing that many people see as the big turning point of this extended universe before it got axed for James Gunn's new universe. And that's that this movie isn't dark. It doesn't take itself super seriously. And it's not trying to, be the Dark Knight. It's trying to be goofy, silly, and just fun. Like, that's what going to the movies and watching movies is all about. Having fun. And this movie knew exactly how to have fun. And the writing here, oh man, the writing is so good. Usually with some of these kind of comedies, I roll my eyes, but here, every single joke landed and it was funny. Especially with Zachary Levi's overly goofy delivery with like his eyes and like his motion, his gestures and body language. Oh, it's so funny. Like, this movie is hilarious and probably one of the funniest superhero movies I've ever watched. Yes, right up there with Deadpool, but for a completely different audience. While Deadpool was able to get away with far more than this movie did, this movie did that same exact thing and nailed it. Just having a bit more restriction. And honestly, you can't even feel the restriction while you're watching it. I also give this movie praise because while it is funny and goofy, it does have some moments when it does get a little serious and gets a bit brutally realistic with some of its themes and messages, like family and abandonment and fosterhood, stuff like that. And it actually delivers it very, very well. I especially love all the scenes with the kids. Like, Billy's interactions with all these different foster siblings is so good. It feels so genuine. It doesn't feel like an actor reading off a script. And the directing here is also just absolutely top-notch. Costume design, I mean, do I even need to say about the costume design? It's freaking Shazam. It's red, it's gold, it's white cape, it's flashy. but it's somehow awesome at the same time. Like, I can't talk about this movie without smiling. Heck, even the post-credits scenes are definitely a bit weird, but they work. The first one is after the villain's defeated. And then the second one is just a goofy joke that's also kind of the DC exec's way of saying, hey, Aquaman's next. Like, this is such a good movie. Like, I had such a great time with this movie, and I always have a blast watching it. But I can't say it's perfect because it has one big flaw. And I feel like this one was intentional. The villain is terrible. Like, the villain in this movie is so bad. He's so one-note, he's so cookie-cutter, he's so cliche, he's so boring. Like, if it weren't for this villain, like, this movie would pretty much be perfect, in my opinion. And heck, who knows, maybe in Fury of the Gods, that's absolutely fixed. But in this movie, man, the villain sucks. Like, not the Seven Deadly Sins, they're all really cool designs. I'm talking about the main dude. He's just not a good villain. Like, the actor tries, and you can tell. But he just feels out of place, because he feels like that same normal DCEU villain that's a stick in the mud, that is overly serious, and tries to be super threatening. Like, this is not the movie that kind of villain needs. Shazam is such a great movie. Like, literally, the bad villain is the only big flaw that holds this movie back. Its pacing is great, its story is great, its acting is great, its characters are great, the action is great, the cinematography is great, the jokes are great, the writing is great. It's all so great here. I could literally go on and on and on about how much I love this movie. Heck, when I did my original review with Logan, a nice little thing for you guys that used to know me as Luminous Saiyan 27, our review was almost an hour. Like, we just went full spoilers and didn't even care. It was so funny. And I had a great time then, and I have a great time now, and this is a movie that'll always have a place in my heart. I'm not sure if it'll be a top 10 greatest superhero movie of all time contender, but it's definitely at least top 15. It is so good. Like, I could rewatch this movie so many times and never ever get sick of it. And I'm hoping that Fury of the Gods is even better. Final verdict for Shazam is a high 9 out of 10. The highest 9 out of 10 I can give. If it weren't for that crappy villain being so out of place, I would definitely give this a 10. But it has great rewatch value, it is funny, and it's just a fantastic superhero film. If you guys haven't watched Shazam yet, you absolutely need to. And again, here's to hoping that the sequel is even better. But we'll find out tomorrow. So, until then, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to both this channel, Animation Station, as well as this channel, Cinema Saiyan 77, as long as, again, if you don't mind a couple F-bombs thrown in. And, again, stay tuned, because, once again, on both channels, I am going to be reviewing Shazam 2. And I'm excited. I'm really hoping that Shazam 2 is as great as this one. Heck, from what I've heard from some first reactions, it's even better than the first. I mean, if this movie reaches 10 out of 10 or even 11 out of 10, oh, it's going in the top 5 of the year. But yeah, that's all I got. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comments of Shazam. Do you love it? Are you one of those people that thought it was just kind of eh? If you are, I don't at all understand you. And, again, stay tuned, because tomorrow is Shazam 2. And this is going to be it for Cinema Saiyan 77 for today. But for you guys watching this on Animation Station, we still got Glaciator. So, see you for that review. And then for everyone on Cinema Saiyan 77, see you for Lethal Weapon 2. Peace.